Welcome to match day 3 of the Girls Development Academy U-16-17 playoffs, and it's a big one as IMG Academy and Midwest United both have an opportunity to go through to the quarterfinals. I'm your host, Mark Serber, and it's a pleasure to be with you for this one as IMG and Midwest making their way out onto the field at the stadium here at the SoCal Sports Complex. Midwest United comes in with a record of 1-0-1 in Group C, with 4 goals for and 2 goals against, and they have the upper hand. They need just a draw today to advance because they have a +2 goal differential, while IMG Academy have only a +1 goal differential, so they must take all 3 points as they also come in with a record of 1-0-1 with 2 goals for and 1 goal against. Midwest United is the team in the all-white kits with blue trim. IMG in blue. Midwest United comes in off the back of a 4-2 victory over Oakwood Soccer Club on match day 1. Followed that up with a 0-0 draw against LA Galaxy San Diego on match day 2. Well, IMG Academy started with a 1-1 draw against LA Galaxy San Diego before following that up with a 1-0 victory over Oakwood. So it's the number 5 seed Midwest United taking on the number 12 seed IMG Academy to see who will finish at the top of Group A and make their way into the last 8 of the girls' U-16-17 Development Academy playoffs. The quarterfinal will be played on the 29th, with the winner going through to Championship Week, which will be held up in Irvine at Orange County Great Park, the stadium which is home of USL Championship side Orange County SC. The semifinals will be on the 9th, and the championships and third place matches for the girls will be on the 11th. But for now, 2 more matches to advance to Championship Week. Got to win here to make it through to the quarterfinals, and then win that match on Saturday in order to make it to Irvine. We're going to step aside for the playing of our national anthem, but we'll be back with you for kickoff. So we are getting set for kick. It's a good look at our referees for this afternoon's contest. Karen Calado out of Cal South via the way of Brazil is the woman in the middle for this one. Will be assisted by Lauren Barnett on the near side. Jared Mosher out of Kansas will be the AR number 2 on the far side. And Joe Chavez is the man in between the benches as the 4th official for this afternoon's contest. Karen Calado from Sao Paulo, Brazil. I asked her before the game, who's your favorite team in Brazil? And she gave me the most referee answer you could ever hear. I'm a referee. I don't have a favorite team. So this is going to be a highly intense and emotional affair between this Midwest United side who need just a draw and this IMG Academy team that needs all 3 points. Now there is one other wrinkle to tell you about, and that is if these 2 teams tie and LA Galaxy San Diego, who is on 2 points, beats Oakwood by a large margin, then they could very well sneak through. So even though Midwest United need to draw, they're going to want to go for all 3 points today and not have to worry about the other result. But 3 points for either of these teams, and they will go through, as it's a good look at Mia Justice, the U-17 national team keeper, who also was on the U-20 roster for the Nike International Friendlies, which were held in Lakewood Ranch in Florida during the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Winter Showcase. In goal for Midwest United is Ainsley Leia, who's making her 27th appearance of the season in goal for the Grand Rapids club. As we are all set for kickoff on the final match day of the U-16-17 playoffs, it's Midwest United attacking to your right, who get us underway, and it's IMG going to your left, who win the ball. This ball played down the line. It's looking for Frias. Has support. We'll get it back into the midfield. Midwest United applying the pressure, but it will be a throw in for IMG. Rubenstein battling for the ball. Is able to muscle off her defender, and she'll get it back. Cross play to the back post, and will sail out of bounds on the far side. It was a good cross, though, from Riley Thompson. Was looking for Rubenstein at the back stick. As this will go out for a goal kick for Leia and Midwest United. So inside the first minute, and Ainsley Leia will take the goal kick. Rubenstein. And this one will roll out of bounds on the far side for a Midwest United throw-in. It's played over the top, and the chance could be on here. The keeper came out to cut down the angle, but it was a good run by Anna Bennett, and was able to get to the ball first, just couldn't steer it past the keeper. So that is a great ball over the top, and Bennett stealing in between the center backs. And you can see she was just trying to wrap her foot around it to curl it around the keeper. Just didn't get it all the way around, and it remains 0-0 in the early going. It's Dikema battling, but it's cleared away. Rubenstein has it poked away from her, and Dean gets it out wide. Dean intercepts. Gets it forward for Dikema, plays it down the line. 2 to find in the box, including Bennett! 2 good chances inside the first 2 minutes for Anna Bennett, who's looking menacing. That one wasn't far off. So the cross came in, and she met it well. This time got everything she wanted on it. It's just missed the upper corner, and it's a sigh of relief for Mia Justice, who placed the goal kick short. Frias. Looking forward for Thompson, but sent clear. And this one will come all the way back to Mia Justice. Goalkeeping runs in her family's blood, as her cousin is Tim Howard. Quickly looking forward. Thompson has breached the back line. She looks to chip the keeper, and a flying save by Leia. Well, it was the right idea from Thompson, seeing Leia off her line and trying to lob her, but the keeper was equal to the task. Look at this elasticity to get up and reach that ball. And it remains 0-0 despite good chances at both ends in the early going. Tulliver comes away with it on the far side. She's going to send it in looking for Thompson. Campbell got a boot on it, as well as another defender over on the far side, and it's going to be a throw-in for IMG. So the side from Bradenton will have this throw-in. Numbers forward. A bit of a juggling act. It was blocked by Dalton. And this will be a foul against Sturman. So Stella Stutton, who will send this free kick forward. Oh, it's a lovely ball down the line. Cole looking to measure across. Thompson coming back, hooks it the other way. She's going to chase her own pass. Inside for Thompson. Played over the far side. It's looking for the run of Stolver. Correction, it was Struman on the far side. Dean shielding. Well, it's off of her last. It'll be a throw-in for IMG. Stepping in to win it is Sutton. And looking over the top this time for the run of Probst. Probst has two defenders chasing her. Still able to get to the end line, Probst, and she wins the corner kick for Midwest United, the first of the game for either side. Four players lined up right across the goal line for Midwest United, looking to distract the referee as this one played toward the top of the box, sent back goalward, skips all the way through, and the keeper smothers it. Justice pushing everyone forward as nervous moments at both ends, but it remains 0-0 with about 5 minutes gone. Now Justice looking to get this into the midfield. Frias trying to shield. It's won by Cole. Has it poked away from her. Thompson has Rubenstein on the far side. Instead, she plays it in, looking for the run of Hart. It's beyond her. And Midwest United looking to go the other way. Forward for Probst. She tried to let it run. Instead, it comes all the way through for Schaefer. Justice asked for it, and Schaefer obliges. Justice long ball for Rubenstein to chase. And Sutton clears. Popped over the top. Bennett is making a long run from the near side. Justice clears it from her. Dean is battling for it. Muscles Hagigi off the ball. Dikema slides it through. Probst met. And it's defended by Mackey as she shields it out of bounds for the goal kick. Some of the fans on the far side wanted a penalty, but it was a good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge by Mackey. And it will be a goal kick for Mia Justice, the North Brunswick, New Jersey native who joined IMG this season. Finds the ball back at her feet. In for Frias. Ball looking for Rubenstein. Rubenstein chasing, but it's swept away. And it will be a corner kick for Sturman, or a throw-in rather, for Elizabeth Sturman. It's a former U.S. national futsal team player, Elizabeth Sturman. Sister Juliana played at IMG and is now at Boston University. Dean gets a foot in. On that, over the head of Anna Bennett. So it'll be a throw-in for IMG. Farias is going to leave this one off. And it's Elizabeth Sturman who will take. There'll be another throw for the Fort Wayne, Indiana native. She gets the ball from the fourth official. That's looking for Rubenstein. Able to shield off Cole, has a step on her. Looking to set the table, drags this one across, and it's cleared out. Bennett taking off. She's met in the midfield. Rubenstein flights it to the far side, killed instantly. And the shot coming in from Hart. Nothing to concern Leia in the end. Poked on by Thompson. Out wide for King. Or Hart, rather. Sturman in a battle with Bennett, who wins it. Plays it through. Otto tried to get it in the center. This one skips past Bennett. Cole comes in to keep the ball for Midwest United. On a lovely ball out wide for Cole to track down. Cole looking for the early cross. It's a good ball pumped in. The first header down. The offside flag is up against Bennett. IMG looking to build out of the back. Dean was in the passing lane. Over the top. This one skips past Bennett. Sent forward and cleared away before Hart could get to it. Kennedy Hart, not alone at IMG, both her sisters are also there. Hagigi gets it clear. Played out of bounds by Sutton. So it'll be a throw-in for IMG just in front of their bench. Sent forward for Thompson to chase. Sutton has the ball taken off her foot, but Farias couldn't bring it under control, and it's going to be a throw-in for Midwest United. So it'll be another throw-in for Lindsay Cole. this one smacked into the third row of a parking lot and right off of a car. I hope that's a rental with insurance. Eliotto trying to slip it in, able to find Bennett. Bennett goes down under the challenge in the box, and this one will roll out for a goal kick. So 0-0 in the 16th minute in a game that IMG must win. A Midwest United, a tie, will most likely be enough to see them through. But you have to worry about LA Galaxy San Diego getting a victory, and depending on that margin against Oakwood in the other game in this group, which is being played simultaneously. As Cole punches it over. Slipped inside for Dikema. Dikema sets off through the midfield. Is looking to thread it through and quickly offer Linus Justice to take it before Dean can get there. But what vision that was by Dikema to carve open the back line. And Justice puts it on the floor. Drives this forward. He's looking for Rubenstein. Brings it down, but Dean's first to the loose ball. Hagigi clears it away from her, and Rubenstein keeps it from going out. Thompson brought down, and the referee will call the free kick for IMG. So this will be a free kick and a chance to send this one into the danger area. 5 players queued up across the top of the 18 in blue, getting ready to make their way into the box. Not only you need to win the first ball, but oftentimes it's the second ball that's vital. As this one floated in deep, keeper comes out, misses it, but Sutton is there to hook it clear. So Frias wants to leave off this throw-in for Sturman. Looking into the corner for Frias, splits the double team, but can't get by the cover defender. Hagigi loses out. And smartly held up by Probst. Didn't have any options going forward. They try to work it around the back, but the high press from Thompson gives the ball back to IMG, and her effort will sail wide of the goal, where it is picked up by Leia. Midwest United's U-18 19s into the final, which will be played tomorrow. So they will face off against the San Diego Surf. That match can be seen right here on US Soccer's YouTube channel. This is a good run from Thompson. Thompson has a go. Good solo effort from Thompson. Her shot just a bit off target, but she did well to create that opportunity for herself. And it remains 0-0 in the 19th minute, as Leia has to go a long way to get this ball. So Midwest United side, not only their development academy, but also their club teams as well, had 35 girls signed to play in college next season. It's a great job of producing players for the next level of Midwest United. It's been a big year for IMG Academy as well. Their U15 and U17 DA teams both here in Oceanside for the playoffs. Their U19 National League team will compete for a title in Denver, Colorado later. Their U17 team in the National Elite won the Florida Cup as well. And they've also sent players to top colleges across the country, such as USC, Duke, University of Virginia, Texas Christian University, and more. So a great year for both of these teams. This ball for Rubenstein. Plays it in the box. Hart is arriving, but it's cleared away before she can get there. And Probst brings it down. Forward by Probst. Now Bennett chasing. Hagigi gets there first. Dean rolls it out to the far side. And it's cleared away by Schaefer. Oh, if needed, Schaefer can also serve as a backup goalkeeper. Won the Coaches Award at IMG Academy, Schaefer, as this ball is cleared only as far as Cole. Cole looking to set herself up to cross. Instead elects to shoot in the end, and it'll be a goal kick for Justice. Schaefer, the center back, had the game-winning goal against Oakwood to set themselves up with a chance to go through to the quarterfinals here on match day 3. Hagigi. And well stepped in on the far side. Otto chasing, but Justice is out to the top of her box. Was dragged down by Schaefer. Referee says no foul. And this one scooped over the top. Was looking for the runner Rubenstein, but instead it's going to be a goal kick. So this match, one of just 667 games being played all the way from last Monday with the start of the Boys U.S. Soccer Development Academy playoffs and showcase. As this one picked up by Leia. From last Monday all the way through to Saturday, when these U-16-17 girls quarterfinals will be played. 7,384 athletes from 436 clubs have descended on Oceanside over these 2 weeks in what has been a tremendous showcase of soccer. This went out of bounds. So it is going to be a throw-in for IMG, who in the last 5 years have had 111 D1 comments to play soccer. IMG also produced Erica Tymark, the 2014 NWSL Rookie of the Year. As Farias wins the free kick. No doubt that Riley Thompson will be the target here. Second leading scorer in the Development Academy with 31 goals during the regular season, Thompson. Only behind Solar's Alexis Mismo, who had 51 on the season. Thompson still looking for her first goal of these playoffs. Now would be a great time to get it. It's the free kick hoisted toward the back post. Keeper came out, dropped it because she was fouled. So it'll be a free kick for Layla. Stepped off the boot of Otto, so it'll be a free kick for Midwest United. So we are past the midway point of this first half. Still 0-0 between Midwest United and IMG Academy. It's the cross. Hit off the head of a defender, and it allows Otto to work her way in and win a corner kick. It was Mackey who made the block, but it rolled out of bounds, and it is the second corner kick of the game for Midwest United. Dickma's corner, and Skying to take it as justice. And Mia Justice waiting for everybody to get forward. Now we'll roll it out as IMG looking to work their way from the back. Sutton. Campbell finds her keeper. So Campbell George gets it back to Leia. Rolls it off for Sutton. And Sutton clears it into touch. So IMG will get forward via the throw-in. Well, IMG had a free kick from a similar position just moments ago. Ball was played too close to the keeper. It's going to be an in-swinger, so it'll go toward the keeper, but it needs to be a bit further out on the delivery. That's a much better ball. This time, keeper has to stay on our line. Campbell George got the header clear for Probst to chase. And the header from Schaefer allows Probst to get back on it. She pokes it forward for Ellie Otto. Otto trying to take off, but Hagigi is there. One back by Hagigi. And Rubenstein battling in the midfield. And she plays it off the defender. But the referee is going to bring this back for the free kick. So referee Collado having words with both of the players, just telling everybody to calm down. But now she's not going to call the free kick. Instead, she's going to give the throw-in. Sutton over the top, looking for the run of Cole. The outside back, marauding forward once again, is closed off by a double team as it rolls out of bounds for an IMG throw-in. Good run, and the space is on. Hart gets it back to Hagigi. He's over the top looking for Rubenstein. She was unable to get her head onto it, and Cole will guide it back to her keeper. Leia smashes clear only as far as Sturman. Gets it back into the center. Back for Hagigi. Cole. Dalton is looking for Otto on the far side, but getting there first is Stoliver. And she will throw it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Midwest United. Looking for the flick on. This time it's Schaefer who's there. There's a good ball played in. It's looking for Bennett, gets a touch. Justice punches to safety. And it went out. It will be the third corner kick of the game for Midwest United, but that was a tremendous save from Mia Justice. Good ball played in, and Bennett did very well to get something on it. Looked destined for the corner, but Mia Justice had other ideas. And then unable to keep it from going over the end line, so it will be a corner kick. But it is still 0-0 thanks to the acrobatics of Mia Justice. Bennett gets it back out wide, looking for another cross, but the offside flag is up. So it'll be a get-out-of-jail-free card for IMG, as it's Lauren Barnett who had his flag raised. So Justice showing why she's in the U.S. national team pools. Some incredible saves already in this first half. She will clear this way before Probst could get to it. And George had to go back with it. And coming out to quell the danger is Leia. So Leia will throw it out for Tony Deacon's side. Sutton's first order of business is to keep it in. No pressure on her, though, so she can assess her options. Tries to roll it into the middle. Thompson to the second ball. Poked forward, back for Thompson. And Sutton matches her step for step and gets in the challenge, and it's a good one. But she has to drag it to safety, and it will be a throw-in for IMG. So it's Elizabeth Sturman. She'll do it again. Sturman rolls it down the line. And this is going to be the first corner kick of the game for the Florida side. So it's Kiki Mackey who's coming over to take. Mackey verbally committed to UVA. Her brothers played at Penn and Wisconsin, respectively. Mackey has 3 lined up along the goal line. And the referee not happy with some of the extracurriculars going on right inside of Midwest United's goal. As you can see, just looking to be a bit of disruption. Now they back out and will look to attack the ball. And Leia gets an important touch. Now rolled forward, looking for Eliotto to chase. But this will go all the way back to Justice. Cleared away by Mackey. Over the head of Cole, but it will work out for hers. It's going to be a throw-in for Midwest United. The flick on from Bennett. The hold-up play from Probst. Dean gets into the action. Drills it over to the far side for Dickema. Now Dickema looking to run. She's got movement across the top of the box. Leaves it off for Dean. Dean will roll it out wide. The shot comes in. Justice is well positioned. Justice pushing everyone up as we head into the 35th minute of play. Still 0-0 between Midwest United and IMG on the final match day in Group A. A draw would probably be enough to see Midwest United through to the quarterfinals. IMG must win. Both of these teams coming into the final match day level on 4 points but IMG have a better goal difference, or Midwest United rather have a better goal difference. Slid through for Dean. She turns. Is looking to pierce the back line. And this time it was Schaefer who shut the door. Now the break could be on here for IMG as they stride forward. Hart wanted it played through, but instead it's Dean again in the center. Over the top. Otto gets it out wide. Now she makes the overlapping run. It allows the run to come in, and the shot will drift wide of Justice's goal. On a loose pass, and Rubenstein was unable to release Thompson. Cole. And getting a boot in is Mackey. Hart. Schaefer. Justice. Driven out wide, looking for Rubenstein. Lovely distribution from the keeper. And the space is opened up for Hagigi. And that ball too close to the center back as Rubenstein won't catch up to it in time. So it was cleared away by George. And now sent further forward. All the way back for Mackey. She nodded it right to Dalton, who gets it out wide. A bit too much on that ball, though, from Reagan Dalton. And it will go out for an IMG throw-in. Another throw-in for Sturman. Farias gets it back for Thompson. Nation's second leading goal scorer, looking to make inroads. Farias closely watched. Is able to hold it. Gets it off for Hagigi. Hart leaves it off. This one played over the top, and Thompson is offside. Schaefer's header back. Looped up into the air from Mackey. Mackey has to challenge again. That's a better clearance. And now it's Sutton who steps up. Rolls it into the space and gets it back. Oh, it's very close to being a nice move to get down the line from Midwest United. And they will have the throw-in, though. This will be a free kick as Probst is thrown to the ground. So it's Anna Bennett who's over it. Will play her college ball at the University of Indiana. She has 13 goals on the season. Is most likely looking to turn provider here. Six players getting ready to crash the back stick in white. It's a good ball floated in the header. Not enough to bother Justice as she shuffles across her line to take it, and now looking to spring the counterattack. That ball got caught up on the win a bit, forcing Thompson to come back for it, but she's able to win it. Hagigi steps in, is able to get it off the boot of Otto. Now a chance to meander forward down the far side. That was a great sliding tackle. Probst able to catch up to it on the far side. Has three players making their way into the box. She hoists it in. Bought down. Space for Dalton to turn. Still going Dalton. And picks out the far corner. Reagan Dalton gives Midwest United the lead. Well, she got the ball. The defense backed off. Great awareness by her to realize it. She turned and played it into the far corner. Lovely move to create the half yard of space she needed. And pinpoint precision personified by Reagan Dalton. Absolutely nothing Justice in the IMG goal could do. And it's Midwest United who have the lead as we're into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Sturman had to get it away as Bennett was chasing her. Lindsay Cole, who's an 0-3, coming up to take this throw-in. 19th goal of the season for Reagan Dalton. Such a clinical finish. So many players from that far out would have tried to power it. She picked her spot and played it in. And this will be a corner kick for Midwest United as they're looking for more before halftime. Justice will take those all day. Now looking to spring the counterattack. This is a better punt. But George is there. Well, it's fell kindly for Cole. She fizzes in an early cross, but that's cleared away. It's good defending by Stoliver on the far side. But it's Midwest United who maintain possession. They have numbers forward as it slid through for Dean. She'll roll it out wide. Off for the goal scorer, Dalton. Dalton attacking the gap, still going Dalton. Dalton tried to slide it through. Cole has time to pick out another cross. Space to the back post, and that's an important header from Stoliver. One nothing Midwest United lead as we are heading toward halftime. Reagan Dalton turning at the top of the box and feathering it into the far corner. A draw not enough for IMG, so they'll need 2 goals now. So it's a bit of a cushion for Midwest United as well. Of course, there is that chance that LA Galaxy San Diego could sneak through. They need a large victory, though, over Oakwood. We'll see if throughout the second half we can get you some updates from that match as well. Into the final minute of the opening 45. Dalton leaves it off for Dean. Otto making a diagonal run. Did well to hold on side, but Schaefer stepped into the passing lane. Stoliver drills it into the feet of Frias. Has 2 runners ahead of her. Frias trying to clip it over, but George is there. Cole. Oh, Midwest United's U-18-19s already through to the final, and now there's U-16-17s on the brink of making it to the quarterfinal. And it'll be the 5th corner kick of the game for Midwest United as it's won by Eliotto. There's just going to be 1 minute of stoppage time. Can Midwest United add to their lead before the break? A good opportunity here from their 5th corner kick of the afternoon. This one floated to the back post. Justice has missed it. And now Justice calls everybody out, comes out, misses it again. But able to get a foot in is Rubenstein. But it will be another throw-in for Midwest United deep in IMG's end. And the referee holding play up wanted to check on Justice because she got her hands on her knees, and Justice telling her she's okay. So play gets back underway. And it's in for Dean. Dean met by Schaefer. Circles away from the pressure to the back post. All it needed was a touch, and Midwest United almost got it. A sigh of relief collectively breathed by IMG as this goes out for a goal kick. Now we'll do it for the first half. Midwest United have their noses in front, courtesy of a 40th minute strike from Reagan Dalton. So 45 minutes down, 45 more minutes to go in Group A, and we'll have it for you at the break. It is Midwest United 1, IMG Academy 0. Second half is underway. One substitution to tell you about at halftime, and it's for IMG Academy as Lucille Hassel comes in to replace Jimena Farias. So Hassel is on for her second appearance of these playoffs and her 25th appearance of the season. She is wearing number 1 for the number 21 rather for the team in blue. Probst gets it back for Campbell. And tough work from Stoliver. Stoliver has moved from the back line to up top. So a reshuffling of the pack for George Van Linder. So Tolliver has replaced, or not replaced, but she has switched with Rubenstein, who's now playing as the outside back on the right side. This is won by Hagigi. And Hagigi wins the throw-in. Hagigi's younger brother is also at IMG. As this one cleared out by Campbell George, and it will be a throw-in. Is quickly taken. Hold up play from Probst. Realizes there was no one on her back, so she turns, faces the defense. It gets it in the middle for the goal scorer, Dalton, who rolls it out to the far side for Cole. Able to sort her feet out, and now she comes forward. Makes the overlap. Dalton shows in the middle. Dalton skips through and is brought down by Hassel. This is good work from Reagan Dalton, who's committed to Michigan State. And Dalton now with 19 goals on the season after scoring the game's lone goal so far. At the top of the box. Justice getting to it before it tailed out of bounds so that she can have this drop kick rather than a goal kick. It's looking for Tolliver, and it was cleared right off of her chin. Tolliver looks to be okay. And now she's looking to attack this ball just over her head. And this is Tolliver. Taking off on the far side, runs out of real estate, so it's going to be a throw-in for Midwest United. And their head coach, Tony Deacon, has been very busy over this week, as not only is he coaching these U-16, 17s, but he had to step in for the group stage and be the head coach for the U-18, 19s, as Lewis Robinson had to have emergency appendectomy. The good news is that he's okay and he's back. Was there on the bench for the U-18, 19 semifinal win yesterday. So Tony Deacon getting those U-18, 19s out of the group stage and getting them all the way to the final, and now has his U-16, 17s on the verge of going through to the quarterfinals. And they're looking to add to their lead as this one swept away. And Eliotto just unable to weave around her defender on this near side, so it's going to be a throw-in for IMG. Sutton wins the battle of the 29s. Cleared away by George. Dean gliding through midfield. And tried to squeeze it through, but it comes back. Oh, and what a hit! And a tremendous save. Mia Justice once again. And it'll be the first corner kick of the half for Midwest United, their 6th of the game. But it's another spectacular save from Mia Justice. Dipping shot. And Justice with the strong paw to push it around the post. So the corner kick set in. Hit back across, but it rolls out of bounds. Off of a blue defender last, so it'll be another corner kick for Midwest United. This one driven across. And the call from the center backs was out. It's safety first. Intercepted by Probst. Dalton. Perfect ball for Bennett on the far side. Bennett trying to battle her way through. Cole with the early ball to the top of the box. And spinning his heart. Leaves it off. And flying through is George. Skies it into the air. Brought down on the far side. Bennett battling for it. And Sutton wins the battle of the 29s again. Dalton takes off. Trying to zip it through the back line. It falls for Dean. Cannons off the crossbar. And I think Justice got a touch, and if she did, it's another wonderful save from IMG's keeper. Dean again. She's looking threatening, Dean. This time slides it through just a bit too far for Probst. Well, did she get a touch? Oh, yes, she did. Another good hit by Dean, but Justice, as always, was well aware. Top class goalkeeping from IMG's number 1. But the punt doesn't reach its intended target. Such dynamic movement from the front three for Midwest United. And it's Sturman who wins the ball on the far side and will take the throw in. King. He's looking for the runner Rubenstein, trying to creep up this near side. As Family Lock watches this one roll out of bounds. So this will be a throw-in for Taryn DeShane. This one went off of DeShane last, so it's going to be a corner kick for IMG. As Schaefer making her way into the box from her center back position. And it's Mackey who will come up to take. Third corner kick of the game for the Bradenton side. Looking to draw level in a game that they have to win if they're going to go through to the quarterfinals. Mackey's corner. Headed down at the back post and wrestled clear. Quickest to it is Struman. Turns, trying to escape the attention of Otto on the far side. Oh, lovely back heel. And the foul will be called against Tulliver. Coming up later today, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, we'll have more girls U-16-17 playoff action as Beach FC is going to face off against Cedar Stars Academy Monmouth in a match where both teams have a chance to go through to the quarterfinals. But for now, Midwest United looking to extend their lead against IMG Academy. Draw will most likely be enough for Midwest United to go through, but they want all 3 points to be absolutely sure. While IMG Academy need the victory. As Cole was able to do just enough to get it back to her keeper before Stoliver arrived. But IMG still have a chance, and this one sent into the far corner. We're level. Missed clearance from the keeper, and she wasn't able to get back to her line in time. And IMG back on level terms. Riley Thompson with her 32nd goal of the season, her first of these playoffs, and it's a big one as it restores hope for IMG Academy. Dean rolls it on for Dikema. Dikema so good at breaking down defenses. A watchful eye being kept on her by Hart. She gets it forward for Otto, battling on the far side, but it is won by Sturman. Ball over the tops, looking for the run of Tolliver. It was her pressure that forced the errant clearance, from which Thompson scored. And now they have a real pep in their step, IMG Academy. But this ball won back by Midwest United. Bennett played it over the top as Probst was coming back, wanted that ball at her feet. And it will roll all the way through for Justice. And if it weren't for her saves, then it wouldn't be game on here in Oceanside, as it is 1-1. As Dean steps back to intercept. King battling, and she helps to win it back. Now King turning and getting it forward. Tulliver with the touch, takes off. Has the beating of Cole. And a foot stuck in by Sutton to stop the run of Tulliver, but it will be another corner kick for IMG. Oh, you can see why they moved Tulliver up top. She has been a real nuisance, and it was her run which forced the bad back pass and then the poor clearance as a result of it, from which Thompson was able to take advantage. And it's IMG at the moment who are on the front foot as we're heading toward the hour mark in Oceanside on the final day of group play in the U-16-17 Girls Development Academy playoffs. And it was headed down by Schaefer, but cleared away. Bennett unable to hold on to it. Sent back in. Brought down by Dalton. Was looking forward for Bennett. This one hit into Hagegi. Probst rolls it into the feet of Dean. She plays it back. This is good passing under pressure. King battling. She wins it off of Probst. George drives it into space on the far side. Dalton catches up to it. Reagan Dalton slides it through her defender's legs. But there to make the challenge is Mackey. Mackey outside the boot, rolls it along for Tulliver. Tulliver skips past Sutton. George coming across, and that's an important intervention from the center back. King. Oh, they had that whole flank open, but it's a bit too narrow for IMG at the moment. So now they start to make their way out wide, and Hart is trying to find that space. He's poked away. It will, however, be a throw-in for IMG. So beyond the hour mark in Oceanside, and we are in for a grandstand 28-plus final minutes. This one fizzed in, took an awkward bounce, but it was well dealt with by Leia. Olivia Dalt is getting set to check in for Midwest United. Tulliver has that one stabbed away from her. Hagegi. Thompson twisting, turning, unable to find anything in midfield as Dalton overtakes, and she rolls it out wide. This is Dikema. Hagegi running over to challenge her. Stepping in on the far side is Sturman. Played over the top. Intercepted by Schaefer. Little touch on from King for Hagegi. Hagegi didn't realize that there was a player ghosting in behind her, and it forced the loose pass. And so now IMG have to hit the reset button as Schaefer will bring it forward. Good pressure from the front. Allows Midwest United to win the ball back in midfield. Probst slides it through, looking for the Renovato. There first was Rubenstein, but she will just loop it out of bounds. And now Brittany Probst is going to come off to be replaced by Olivia Dalt. So a defensive substitution made by head coach Tony Deacon. This will be a throw-in for Deshane. Deshane making her 28th appearance of the season, gets the throw-in. Will be another throw-in for IMG. Well, the good news for Midwest United is that in the other game, it's 2-0 Oakwood. So at the moment, a draw will be enough to see them through. But they are looking to go back in front and restore what would be in de facto 2-goal cushion. George. George trying to thread it through. Very nearly did. Justice to the top of her box to take. Space out wide. Hart plays it in. Hagigi. King. Gets it back from Sturman. King circles in the middle. Tried to slip it through, but it's intercepted by Dean. Wriggles past the challenge of King and thumps it forward. And getting back is Mackey, and she'll give it off to Justice. Well, there's plenty of ground to run in. A bit of a heavy touch. And Midwest United able to get it clear. Played inside for Dalton. And first to the ball is Mackey as she guides it back to Justice. Crushes it into midfield. The offside flag is up, so it'll be a free kick for IMG. Well, I just got word that we got the wrong score. It's actually 1-1 between Midwest United, or between Oakwood and LA Galaxy San Diego. But still, the draw would be enough to see Midwest United through. So we are in the 68th minute, and it's a free kick for IMG off the offsides. This one looped over the top, and Hassel just missed it. Intercepted by Otto. Forward for Bennett. Bennett muscles her defender off the ball, recovers well. And this will be a goal kick for IMG. Skying to win the header is Dalton. Bennett trying to bring it down. Poked away from her. Well, this is a good run from Dikema. Taken out. Referee plays the advantage. George is up from the back. She clips it to the back post. Rubenstein misses it. Bennett plays it back in the danger area where it's intercepted by Schaefer, but she will roll it into touch. And this will be a corner kick for Midwest United. Going to clash in the box. Everybody looks to be okay as they get up. Getting ready for the ball to be served back in. This one through. Dean, the offside flag is up, but it was another big save from Justice. And now Midwest United getting ready to make a double substitution. There's Adeline Brown is going to come in. As this ball going through, and just a step offside was Dean, but still another stellar save from Mia Justice. So Brown is in, and she's up top. And Famulak is also in, as she replaced Deshane. George gets it in the middle. Dikema slaloms through midfield, now working her way to the space in the top of the box. Puts in the cross. Justice is there to cut it out. Now looking for the early punt. The header won by George. Plays it right to Hagigi. Forward for Hart. Hart has three pouring ahead of her, slips it through, looking for Lorana Thompson, but to the top of her area to take is Leia. Leia's punt, right to Dikema, flicks it on for Dalton. Dalton shielding Hagigi, gets a little bit of separation. Inside. Played through. Justice is out to take. King wins the header. Thompson trying to clip it off for the path. The keeper, player goes down. Referee waiting to see if Tolliver will get to it. No foul given. Take a look. I'm not really sure whether or not that's a foul at the top of the box. The ref didn't think so, and that's what matters most. As it was Hassel who was trying to get to it. Got caught in a tangle of legs with the goalkeeper and the defender. But in the end, the referee not thinking enough for a penalty. Now they're throwing over Hassel. And this will be a free kick, as it is won by King. Meredith King, in her first season in the Development Academy, will get to the top of the box as she looks to get on the end of this free kick, which is going to be taken by Mackey. Mackey's free kick. Cleared away by George. Dean comes away with it. Down the line for Otto to chase. Otto gets there first, but Rubenstein able to recover. One back by Dikema. And now Olivia Dalt with room to run. Dalt pops it over the top. Brought down by Brown. Brown spins. Dalton. Otto! And across to make the save is Justice. Well, Famulok is so good in these 50-50 challenges as she won that off the boot of Hassel. And now Midwest United have the ball in midfield. Brown makes the run inside. And she will roll it out to the wing for Olivia Dalt. Dalt wants to take the inside route, gets it back to Brown. She has her pocket picked, and Hassel leaves it off in midfield for King. King looking to play it over the top. And this is cut out by Campbell. Campbell George able to get it forward. One back by Hagigi. King is back to help her out. And this will be a throw-in for IMG. Into the final 14 minutes. And the referee stopping to check on King as King went into that challenge. Well, the good news is that Meredith King looks to be okay. So King will walk this one off. And it will be a throw-in for Schaefer. The header won by Famulok. Otto. Trying to escape the challenge of Rubenstein. Is able to get it up the line. Nobody making the run, so Schaefer comes over to collect for IMG. She lofts it forward. Won by Famulok, as they're doing a good job to squeeze in midfield and not allow any supply lines to Thompson up top. Just look at the way that they are battling to keep the ball in this area, Midwest United. And this time it pays off as they win the throw-in. What a ball from Dalton, over the top for Dalt. Getting her head on it on the far side is the defender, but it will roll out for a corner kick. Four players lined up on the goal line. Now they come out. The ball attack to the back post. Quickest to it is the keeper. And now Justice smacks it downfield. Finally, they're able to get the ball off for Thompson to chase. But George is there, and it's safety first, and she ushers it clear. Well, Thompson has gotten away once today, and she scored. Take a look at that header. It was well attacked. It was played down to the back post, but there was nobody able to get on the end to it. As reacting quickest was Mia Justice. Brown, reverse ball into the channel for Otto to chase. Otto able to keep it in on the near side. Works her way to the end line. And overran it. And now it's shielded out by Schaefer. Off of her last though, and it's going to be a corner kick. So Cole will take her time setting up this corner. This time, it's a different run as they all start from the top of the box for Midwest United, and the wind catches that one. It began to whip around right as she went to take it. we're into the final 10 minutes of the 90. 1-1 between Midwest United and IMG. A draw could very well be enough to see Midwest United through. IMG need all 3 points to top Group A. They haven't really been allowed to attack that much here this afternoon because of plays like that from Campbell George. Thompson twisting, turning. The number 3 with 32 goals on the season. Forward for Tulliver, but out beyond her penalty area is Leia, and she clears. Now Thompson's still fighting. They need her closer to goal, but because Midwest United have done such a great job to cut off the passing lanes to her, she's coming back into midfield to try and find the ball. As Dalton went flying in for this. And it's cleared off of Dean, out for an IMG throw-in. Hassel tried to flick it on. And Hassel will get it back for Schaefer. Schaefer's ball picked off by Famulak. Famulak loses out to Hassel. Hassel looking for options. Thompson in a battle with Campbell George. And Campbell George thought that that went off Thompson, so frustrated to see the assistant referee point his flag the other way. Thompson's throwing, looking for Tulliver. Tulliver able to get the cross off, but it's Leia's ball. Heading into the 83rd minute of play, and Leia taking her time. Now a booming kick into the center circle. Bounces over the head of Dalt. Forward by Mackey. A second ball won by King. Shouts for a handball from the Midwest United bench. Fall on deaf ears as Thompson's in. Around the keeper, brought down, and the referee points to the spot. Thompson beating Leia to the ball. Leia takes her down, and IMG have a chance to take the lead in the 83rd minute. The substitute Hassel, perfectly weighted ball. And Thompson got there first, was able to chest it past Leia, who brings her down. Whether there was enough contact for the referee to point to the spot, that's for you to decide. But that's the decision the referee has made. And now Thompson looking for her second goal of the match, her 33rd of the season. Well, correction, her 39th of the season. So it's Riley Thompson versus Anicia Leia. Thompson steps up and scores. IMG have a foot in the quarterfinals. Thompson at the double. And now the pendulum has swung back in IMG's favor. Drilled into the far corner. Ainsley Leia in the Midwest United goal, guessed right, but the shot hit with too much power and too much precision. Now Midwest United need to get the equalizer. Point should be enough to take the Grand Rapids side through to the quarterfinal, but at the moment, it is IMG who are going to make their way to the last 8. Heading toward the final 5 minutes, plus whatever stoppage time deemed necessary by the referee. Dean. Otto has to track it down. Does well to keep it in. And Otto was well marshaled by the defender, but it will be a throw-in, quickly taken by Dean. Dean looking for the cross, but it's Hassel who's back. Excellent work from Hassel and good composure as well as she gets it in for King. Looking forward, but sends it right to the feet of George. And George will get it across. Forward by Sutton. Headed forward by Hart. Hart makes the overlap. Ball laid into her feet. And now Hart will take it into the corner. But Famulak will have to wrestle it away from her. I think Hart was trying to play it off Famulak. But good defending by Emma Famulak to win the goal kick and not allow IMG to waste time in the corner. Final 4 minutes now. Midwest United, who've been trailing for the majority of the game, now have to fight their way back. This one off Schaefer last. This one sent it, takes a deflection, shouts for handball, and the referee points to the spot. Now Midwest United have a penalty of their own. It's the ball coming in, and oh, it was so unlucky, but the hand was out in an unnatural position from Kiki Mackey. Could see it outstretched and it hit off her hand. Don't know how much she knew about it, but by letter of the law, that is a penalty. And up steps Reagan Dalton, looking to match Thompson with 2 goals on the day. And looking to tip the scales back the other way for Midwest United. Justice bouncing up and down on her line. Is there anybody else you would want to face a penalty? It's Dalton versus Justice. And Justice saves! Corner kick for Midwest United. Justice saving a penalty in the 88th minute. Ball hoisted in, headed back across, and Dean can't direct her effort on frame. Well, it was struck well, but at a savable height for the keeper who guessed right. Justice showing why she is one of the first keepers on the youth national team sheets when they go to make their player pools. Sutton pumps it forward. It gets the first flick on, but the second ball is cleared away. Now battling is Hassel. It was her ball over the top that won the penalty from which Thompson gave IMG the lead, and now Hart is going to take it to the corner. Kennedy Hart trying to hold it up. And there is Hassel. Thompson, the 2-goal hero, gets it back for Hassel. Final 30 seconds of regulation. And Dean able to win it back. Midwest United going forward in the final minute. Dalt on the far side. Sturman catches up to her. And Sturman sweeps it off her boot, but it will be a throw-in for Dalt. Into the feet of Dalton. Dalton twisting, turning, getting around Sturman. Now confronted by King. And King is able to get a boot in. as there's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes for Midwest United to find the equalizer that would take them through. Dalton goes down, and the referee says no foul as the ball trickles over the end line for a goal kick. And Mia Justice will be in no hurry to get this ball. Well, they're going to say it was a free kick over in the corner. Well, if I'm Mia Justice, I'm not taking this. And now Justice is going to get a yellow card for time wasting. Justice trying to play coy, and the referee, Karen Collada, saying, I'm having none of it. A minute of the minimum 3 has elapsed in stoppage time. Sutton comes back to get it. Inside for Dickema. And too much of it shown to Sturman. Anywhere will do as she just hammers it off the boards. Dalt to take the throw in. Campbell George is up from her center back position, and she does enough to win a throw in. Creeping toward the final minute, the minimum 3 of stoppage time, as this shot hammered across. And it took a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick for Midwest United. Into the final minute, the minimum 3 of stoppage time. Can Midwest United grab the last gasp equalizer they need that would take them through to the last 8? All but one player in the box for Midwest United as this ball will land on the top of the net. And now it's going to be a long run back for the goalkeeper, Ainsley Layla. As Justice sends it into midfield. And now Famulak will have the throw-in. Referee checks her watch as we've played the minimum 3 minutes of stoppage time. Throw-in quickly taken. And it will be a free kick. Last gasp opportunity for Reagan Dalton and Midwest United as she wins the free kick and will make her way into the box. It's Diekema who's over it, and she'll ask for 10 yards. This, the final roll of the dice for Midwest United. Ainsley Leia is up in the box again. Diekema hammers it in. Justice comes out and catches. Justice with the goalkeeper out, hammers it the other way. IMG are through to the quarterfinals as they defeat Midwest United 2-1. They went down to a 40th minute goal from Reagan Dalton, but fought their way back through their leading goalkeeper, Riley Thompson. Her first 2 goals of the playoffs. The first one coming in the 57th minute. The second one from the spot in the 84th. And then Mia Justice with a penalty save in the 88th to keep IMG in the lead and give them all 3 points to send IMG Academy through to the quarterfinals. So IMG Academy marches on. They will play in the quarterfinals on Saturday the 29th. And a reminder that we have more soccer coming your way at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific It is another match where both teams have a chance to go through to the last 8 in Cedar Stars Academy Monmouth and Beach FC. So IMG Academy is through, but stay with us here on US Soccer's YouTube channel as we will go down field side and speak with a member of the IMG Academy squad. But for now, from up in the booth, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Oceanside, where in the girls U-16-17 DA playoffs, it finishes Midwest United FC 1, IMG Academy 2. We're here with Mia Justice, whose penalty save preserved the lead for IMG Academy to take them through to the quarterfinals. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Walk us through that penalty. What were you seeing as the shooter stepped up to take it?
Honestly, the whole game she was driving ones across her body, so I just thought, that's where most of her power was, so I chose my gut and I dove that way.
And this IMG team showed great resiliency to come back from 1-0 down on a game where you guys knew you needed to win. What is it about this team that makes them so special?
Honestly, I just think it's the grit and the heart. This team has a lot of heart, We fought for each other today, and we came through.
Now, you've been in multiple youth national team camps, a U.S. Youth International. How have those camps and those international games prepared you for matches and like these and moments like the penalty?
Honestly, the international level, it's a whole, different step from DA. So I think just being in that environment, fortunately, really sets my game up, and it helps me here.
Well, Mia Justice, congratulations.
Thank
Go
you.
celebrate with your teammates,
Thank you.
and best of luck in the quarterfinals.
Thank you.